In December 1937, the Imperial Japanese Army entered the city of Nanking. Over the next 6 weeks, they committed acts so extreme that even Nazi Party members living in the city filed formal complaints. Japan still hasn't fully admitted it happened. This is the war crime they spent decades trying to hide. This is Nanking. What happened here was not chaos. It was organized, preserved in diaries, hospital ledgers, photographs, and the memories of survivors. A crime, and a long, painful struggle to keep it from being forgotten. By 1937, Japan had been expanding aggressively into China for years. The Second Sino-Japanese War began in July. In November, after brutal urban combat, Shanghai fell, at a far higher cost than Tokyo expected. Japanese forces were battle-hardened, embittered, and under pressure for rapid victory. Nanking, China's capital, looked like the key to ending resistance. General Matsui Iwane led the Central China Area Army toward the city. Tang Shengji was ordered to defend Nanking. Retreat orders came too late, poorly communicated, gates jammed, bridges blown. Tang fled before the siege ended, leaving soldiers and civilians trapped. 500,000 civilians and tens of thousands of troops were sealed inside. What was coming had precedent. The door was already closing. The buildup felt strategic and cold. A trap, not an accident. Nanking fell on December 13, 1937. Japanese troops entered through multiple city gates simultaneously. Roughly 500,000 civilians and about 90,000 Chinese soldiers remained inside. Many soldiers blended into the populace. Commanders ordered captured soldiers identified and executed. Flags changed. Authority collapsed. Foreign nationals, including German businessman John Rabe, created a 2.5 square mile international safety zone. It sheltered up to 250,000 people, with no military protection. Japanese soldiers entered anyway. The calm before, already broken on paper. What followed lasted 6 weeks. Tens of thousands of soldiers and men were marched to the Yangtze and the outskirts, executed by machine guns, executed with bayonets, forced to dig their own graves. Japanese papers even celebrated officers racing to behead 100 first. Violence spread to civilians, elderly, women, children, infants. Robbery and looting were widespread. Arson destroyed roughly a third of the city. Statistics fail. Each number was a life. Families torn apart. Schools closed. Governance collapsed. Civilians endured widespread sexual violence. Homes and refugee camps were repeatedly breached. Thousands abducted. Many killed afterward. The zone's neutrality was violated again and again. Estimates range from 100,000 to 300,000 dead. Each death terrorized a community. No one within the city walls felt safe. After the war, the Tokyo War Crimes Tribunal documented the massacre. Matsui was convicted and executed. Prince Asaka received immunity to secure cooperation. He never faced trial. Thousands of photographs shot by Japanese soldiers themselves survived. John Rabe, Dr. Robert Wilson, Minnie Vautrin, their primary accounts are specific and cross-corroborated. The Memorial Hall, opened in 1985, preserves the record and names verified victims. This is not a debate, it is documented record. The lid closes on denial. What remains is accountability. Japanese school textbooks have minimized or reframed the massacre, often calling it an incident. Multiple politicians have questioned the scale or denied elements outright. Yasukuni enshrines 14 Class A war criminals, including Matsui. Cabinet visits fuel recurring diplomatic crises. A 1995 apology expressed remorse for aggression, but did not name Nanking. Germany chose mandatory education, reparations, and criminalizing denial. Accountability is a political choice. The U.S. prioritized rebuilding Japan against communism over broader prosecutions. Hirohito was shielded. The national story centered on Japan's suffering. Perpetration and victimhood narratives still collide. This is about identity, honor, and relations with neighbors, and whether history is faced plainly. The last survivor generation is dying. Soon, only the record remains. Then it will be up to institutions and to us to protect the truth. Forgetting is a choice. So is remembering. Nanking is a case study in how atrocities happen, how they're covered up, and how denial becomes policy. 300,000 people died in 6 weeks. The man who ordered it lived to 94. The country responsible has never fully said sorry, and the world largely moved on. That's not history. That's a choice. History's dark archives exist because these stories deserve to be told completely. Not sanitized, not convenient, the real one. If that's what you're here for, subscribe. If someone needs to hear this, share it. Remember Nanking,